this typhoon. This typhoon was not as bad in terms of the, let's say, number of casualties per se, when you compare it with Typhoon Haiyan, the one that happened back in 2013. But this one was also very destructive, extremely destructive to property, and many, many people lost their homes. This is very reminiscent of another super typhoon that happened also in Cebu many, many years ago in 1990, called Typhoon Ruping. And this one was basically the same. It really knocked down a lot of electrical poles. A lot of people's homes, really, basically, they lost their roofs, they lost their homes. Some people's homes really got destroyed. So many people are actually homeless now. Very, very similar to what happened long ago. The people in Cebu and in many surrounding areas in the central Philippines, they were not able to enjoy their Christmas and New Year. Basically, no electricity, and also no access to food and water in most cases as well. So yeah, Albert himself would say, I think it was just a few days ago that
just a few days ago that electricity came back after 3 weeks.
So it's a really huge problem. So yes, we really need to help the people in those areas. It's not just Cebu. It includes parts of Leyte, parts of Samar, parts of Bohol, parts of the northern parts of Mindanao, parts of Negros Island, places like Dumaguete, places like San Carlos City, Baez City. Those places got hit really hard as well. So with this particular benefit concert, the proceeds that come from this will go straight to the Singapore Red Cross. The Singapore Red Cross will themselves channel some of this to the Philippine Red Cross, and also to other teams that are on the ground in the Philippines helping out. So yeah, so I wanted to thank everyone for being here. I wanted to thank all the people in the audience who are watching through streaming. We're very sorry about the little issues that we had earlier. There was a problem with the streaming program for some reason. Sometimes technology doesn't work as we want it to. But it's better than nothing, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Better late than never.
Better late than never, yeah. I mean, we have the COVID situation, which is why we have the streaming thing. So again, apologies for the issues. But anyway, again, thanks for all being here. And yeah, I wanted to check with my colleagues here. Well, what else would you like to say to our audience? And
well, I kind of said it earlier, but that was offline, right? So now that we're online, let me say it again. So as the typhoon was unfolding, I found myself sitting at home doing nothing, and I thought to myself, I cannot sit and do nothing about this. So my first thought was to organize something like this, and so I immediately asked Orion if he would join hands and do this. And of course, EUD was my roommate in high school, so
40 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we've been classmates since grade 7 at that time until college.
So,
And it was a surprise to see him here. And we're working together here in Singapore.
if you guys don't know, UD is the director of the Singapore Symphony Chorus.
yes, if you've seen on YouTube the newer version of Majula Singapura, his name appears there as having prepared the chorus to be able to sing it properly. So you'd see his name. Also, here in Singapore, UD is actually very famous to people who are in the choral community, because many of the pieces that are sung So basically, in the choral community here in Singapore, Filipino folk songs arranged for a chorale environment are quite common, and some of the pieces, particularly Pasigin, is his work. That was his arrangement, and that particular arrangement is very, very famous all around the world and here in Singapore as well. So this is Yudenis Palaruan. All right. We shall start
Yeah.
the very first number. Okay. The very first number is called La Muerte del Ángel. Okay, La Muerte del Ángel, the death of the angel. It is actually a tango, a tango that is a little different from what most people would know, because many tangos, the traditional tangos like the Gardel, Magaldi, or Matos Rodriguez, La Comparsita, for example. When I said Gardel, that's the one who made Por una Cabeza, which is kind of overused in many movies, Schindler's List, Scent of a Woman, True Lies. Anytime there's a tango, they use that. But this one, by Astor Piazzolla, he prefers to use Piazzolla rather than Piazzolla because he's actually Argentinian. And this one, his style is a little different from those traditional tangos. There's a mixture of classical, fugues and other stuff, and a little bit of jazz too. So this is La Muerte del Ángel by Astor Piazzolla. And let's welcome our...
Let me just add something to that.
Go ahead.
So I did this arrangement specifically for Abigail Sin and Junhong Lo. They're a duo, and they have a series called More Than Music. And we were supposed to perform this actually 2 years ago. And just when the pandemic was starting to happen, and as a result, that concert got postponed and eventually canceled. So it's unfortunate that we never got to play it. So when this opportunity kind of presented itself, I said, well, I think this is the time to play it.
La vida del ángel.
Y La Vida del Ángel.
Because the meaning of La Muerte del Ángel is actually the death of the angel. Now they're revived. It's now La Vida del Ángel.
La Vida del Ángel. All right. Let's... Bravo, bravo.
Okay, we would actually like to ask our two artists here, Junhong and Abigail, to please sit down. Yes, wonderful. Okay, great. Do you have your microphones with you there? I think, yeah. Wow, wonderful. I understand you're alumni of the Young Shuto and you've been continuing to have concert, a series called More Than Music. Is that right? Tell us more about it.
Well, we started Modern Music in 2013, and our dream was to present chamber music with our friends and some of the top musicians in the region, and just to play the music we like with the people that we love, and to present classical music to new audiences in a really personal and engaging way. And we've had lots of fun doing that.
That is wonderful to say, engaging way, because we don't want classical music to have a barrier between the audience and the players, right? They sometimes see classical music as a very snooty art type of art. No, it's very personal. We would like to engage with the people and tell the message of music. Like this new piece that you will play. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so the next piece we'll be playing is Chrysler's Liebesleid and Liebesfreude, which means love, sorrow, and love's joy.
Joy. Yeah.
And
so
as we all know, you can't have one
That's
without
very
the
true.
other.
That's very true.
So,
Yes.
uh,
Leiden and Freuden. That's right.
Yeah. So Chrysler, he's one of those violinist composers, right? So during his time, he was more famous as a violinist.
Mm.
And a little interesting story, because during that time, compositions from famous, recognized composers would be, more famous, and it'll be played much more often. And so, what Chrysler did was that he would often pen down his compositions, but he would use a different composer's name, so that he was like, oh, I discovered this incredible masterpiece that has been dormant for 100 years. And then, 2 years later, he would tell the whole public and the press, oh, joke's on you, that's actually my composition.
Clever.
Yeah.
That's clever. Wonderful. And we would like to listen to it right now. And yes, joy and pain. Pain and joy. Liebesleid, Liebesfreude.
Just for the audience, and especially our live streaming audience, these are actually very familiar sounding pieces. These are the kinds of pieces that maybe you don't know the name, you've probably heard it before, and finally you'd now know that it's Liebesleid and Liebesfreude. Liebesfreude. Bravo. Bravo. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lo Jinhong and Abigail Sin. All right. Okay, so we will now have a slightly different situation going on because the next group is a lot of people. The next group would actually have a lot more people involved. So now, before anything else, I did want to tell people that there should be this text above the screen. Those of you who are watching via live streaming, we have where you should go to donate. This is basically at give.asia/typhoon-rai-benefit-concert. So check that out, and you can go and send in your donations if you haven't already donated yet. And also make sure to share this on your Facebook accounts. Make sure a lot of people can watch this. This particular set of performances will continue to be available for people to watch. Even after this event ends tonight, it will still be on Facebook, so everyone can still watch it. And then, of course, just keep on making sure people can watch it and they do join in to donate. So, our next act, our next set of performers, they are actually a choir or a chorale. Okay? Yes, let's ask Bimbo.
Bimbo. Yep.
Bimbo Dulgime,
Yep.
yes, our good friend.
Please sit down. Just
Hello.
tell us something about the choir and about the music that you're going to share with us tonight.
So our group, our choir is called Voca Blends, which started in 2010. It was supposed to be our 10th year anniversary last 2020, but because of the pandemic, we weren't able to celebrate it the way we want to. It's composed of Filipino professionals here in Singapore, based in Singapore. So you can find engineers there, IT professionals, administrators, even frontliners of the medical community.
Oh, wonderful. The heroes are here. Oh, great. And tell us about the music that you're going to sing this evening, Lead the World and Better World. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to give you two songs. So the first is very common that you will hear from the churches. So it's called Lead Me, Lord.
Oh, Lead Me, Lord.
Yeah. It's composed by Arnel De Pano, and this one is an arrangement of Robert Delgado. And it speaks about, taking, asking the help of God in every step of the way, even in living every day, especially in these times of the pandemic when, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
And the second song is called Better World. It's a song by Mr. C himself, Ryan Kayabyab, and it's arranged by our very own musical director. Shout out to Earl Stanley Lazo.
Yeah. And
He arranged this one specifically for VB, for Voca Blends.
And Ryan Kiabia, by the way, is our new national artist for music.
Yes, in the
Just-
Philippines,
yeah.
that's right. One little bit of trivia that many people here in Singapore might not know is Ryan Kayabyab is also famous for a few Chinese pop songs. Yes, many people do not know this, but I first of all heard this when I went to China many years ago, many years ago.
Wow.
And they were telling me about this band called Ipis. Ipis.
Ipis
And
means
I said,
cockroach.
Cockroach.
Yeah.
It's a band that's very famous in the Chinese-speaking world. Not a band. It's a singing group basically. So like a chorale. It's a family. It turns out they're actually Filipino Taiwanese. So they're Filipino Taiwanese. So they kind of like spend a few years in the Philippines and go to Taiwan and all that. So they speak Tagalog. They also speak Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this really famous song called Fun Show, which came out 20 years ago actually. But sometimes you can still hear it in the Chinese radio stations. Okay.
And Ryan Kiabia composed that.
Yes, the melody is by him. The melody is by Ryan Kayabyab. So we have actually, in the whole list, we have several songs that are either arranged by him or composed by him.
Okay, so we're excited to listen to these two
Thank you.
songs. Right? Thank you so much, and we welcome your group right now. the
Thank you very
Vocal
much.
Blend. Thank you.
Lead me of the world. We are gonna make it a better world. Respect your people of the world. We are gonna make it a better world. I dream that one day our voices will somehow fill the earth with joy forever. I dream that someday our wishes will somehow soon come true and last forever. I dream that one day our songs in some way will bring a bright future of love, hope, joy. I see this one day when all the world will hear us. When all the world, that Sunday when all will stand before us, singing one song together everywhere, saying, we are gonna love you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. Respect you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. We are gonna love you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. Respect you, people of the world. We are gonna make you a better world. I dream that one day our voices will make a better world.
Bravo! Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Voca Blends. Galing.
Here, come up all of our next artist. Yes, Albert, you probably have to come here.
Yes.
We would like to introduce to you Jet Chong. You're a Filipino.
I am Filipino Chinese.
Wow.
So I was born and raised in Manila. Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to play Jardin sur la pluie.
Yes.
Which
Gardens
is
in the
Gardens
rain.
in the
Gardens in the rain.
Wonderful.
Jardin.
Yeah, so Jet is my student here. Yeah, he's in his third year, and well, this piece, Gardens in the Rain, was part of his junior recital.
Wonderful, yeah, wonderful. And it's from Claude Debussy, wonderful impressionist composer. Yeah,
This particular piece, I mean, it kind of like sounds like rain actually. Like you can imagine rain falling on gardens actually.
yeah. It's those years of what they call the program music, where actually the sound is more captured, not by program music is the opposite of what they call absolute music, because here they try to capture an image and try to tell a story through sounds and sonorities and techniques in playing and using this modern piano. Wonderful, and we would like to experience this right now. Yeah. January is supposed to be a rainy season here in Singapore, right?
Yeah, well, a few weeks ago it was raining every day. And then after he plays this, we're going to do a duet, Jet and I.
Yes, it's a mashup. That's
Yeah.
right. It's a mashup.
Yes, I decided to take this idea that was started by the national artist that they spoke of, Ryan Kayabia. You know, at sometime a year ago, I think he posted that he noticed the similarity between Stars and Stripes Forever, which is like the official march of the United States of America, and this Filipino Christmas carol.
The kasadya ning
Kasadya ning
takna.
takna.
Or in Tagalog, it's known as
Ang Pasko ay sumapit, which many Manileño and many Tagalog-speaking people, they thought this is actually a Tagalog piece, but they don't know that it actually originated in Cebu.
Cebu. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the composer is a Cebuano Bisaya.
Yeah, I didn't know this until I was reading up just recently.
And for those who are non-Filipinos, you probably notice that how come our music sounds like Latin American, like Hispanic? Because we were under the Spanish for almost 300 years.
More than
More than 300 years. And many of our names and many of our words are actually very Hispanic. And even the food and the music, which you will experience right now. Okay?
So actually, the reason for the mashup between the two pieces is that they share one common phrase.
That's right.
As in, it sounds exactly the same. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump from one to the next and back to the other. So if it sounds funny, it's because it's gone on to the other piece. Yeah. If you don't know both pieces, it's okay. Just follow us.
Okay. Jet,
All
we
right.
are so excited to listen to your music. Come.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bravo! That was a complete surprise. Thank you so much for playing. Oh boy, wonderful, wonderful. I have to stand up while introducing the next piece because I have to prepare myself to sing. Grow old, you add a lot of, well, you call it pun, I call it diaphragm. Yeah. So this next piece is a Cebuano medley. Originally, I arranged this for choir in 1993. That is, is it 1991? Oh, yeah, maybe 1991, that's right, you were there. And it's a medley of 4 songs that really talks more about nature. The Minute Kamu Kanako talks about never forget the wonderful nature that we have around us, especially the ones that you see. Now in Singapore, we have a lot of animals around, even otters. We did mention in the song anyway. The next one is Tamsi. It's actually the bird called living heart in English. And when you go to Jurong Bird Park, Filipinos, when you go to Jurong Bird Park, we have 3 entries there. One is the Tamsi, or the living heart bird. The next one is the Mindanao Macaw. It's small, a wonderful bird. And the third one, which they just brought in 2019, just before COVID, they brought the Philippine eagle. Yeah, it's actually a very big eagle. It's almost as big as the American bald eagle. Tamsi is the one I'm going to sing this evening. The third song is Pingan Pino. It's about a very, it talks about the very fragile ceramic. It's actually a metaphor.
The value of the fathers passed on to the next generation. And the last song is the very common spirit.
A fisher who went to fish very small fish and tried to sell it, but couldn't even afford to buy a liquor. Okay? So, it's amazing because I'm from the north and this is not my dialect, and we were just joking that I who's from the north will see something from the south. And later on, Albert who's from the south will play something from the north. Okay? So if you're Cebuano and you don't understand my Cebuano, that's okay because I'm not from Cebu. But you will definitely understand it. Okay?
A little bit of trivia. The third song there, Pinggan Pino. Obviously, Pinggan means the plate. Okay, plate. And that's also the same word in Malay.
Pinggan. So yeah, this is some of the similarities or commonalities we have with the rest of the Malay archipelago, Southeast Asia. So yeah.
Okay, so
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eunice Palaruan, accompanied by Albertine.
Kayu pakinggan intan
Bravo, bravo. Very, very well done. And to our live stream audience, again, please don't forget to keep on sharing this link to as many of your friends. And also make sure that those of you who have not yet been able to help out in the donations, you can go over to give.asia/typhoon-rai-benefit-concert. So you can see that on top. There is the link there. There's basically what you can type out to go into that site. Okay. So Yudi, again, another one of your the next group. You've actually had some
Yes, some connection with
some
them.
connection
Yes,
with them,
because
right?
many of them were my what do you call this? Yeah, I taught them actually voice lesson for the voice recital, right? Yeah, I still remember that. That was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. Why don't we call our the conductor, Danny? Danny?
Yes.
Danny? Yeah. Yeah, I could see some enthusiasm here among the students. You recognize him because Danny, you were a teacher here.
No, I was an alumnus here. So
Ah, you were an alumnus. Sit down, sit down. Yeah. And where do you work now?
I teach at a school of the arts in Singapore, and music technology and composition primarily.
Wonderful.
Wow.
And tell us, you are now what we call the what do you call this? Acting conductor, or the choral
Yes,
director of Salmideo.
correct. I'm taking over from Dr. Joel Navarro. That
My
was,
teacher.
Yes, our teacher. Yeah.
Okay, tell us about what is the group all about and what do they advocate?
Right. So we are turning 20 years this year. It's been a long, well, relatively long history. It's a Filipino-based choir here in Singapore, and primarily we want to sing to bless and not to impress. That's what
Wonderful.
Our advocacy for the past years.
Wonderful. And please tell us about the pieces that you will offer this evening.
Yes, we are going to start with another prayer, and it talks about it's a song that's it's been sung for many years in back home in the Philippines, but it was written by Father Manoling Francisco and Jandy Aberleda, and it talks about, if I may do a direct translation, it talks about having an open palm, which talks about generosity without asking back.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and followed by a song that was written by Mr. Ryan Keabiab.
Yeah.
It's one of the famous texts. In fact, it's of the prayer of Saint Francis, and this is an edition that was written by Dr. Joel Navarro, and also the music. What's interesting about this music is it's a combination of the Italian and the English text, and this is part of the Mass for Peace that was written by Mr. Kayabiab in 2001.
That's right.
Correct. And we are going to end with a piece written by John Roger, which is I think related to what you mentioned a while back. It's a hymn that is based on environment, on the little miracles around us. So I hope you enjoy the three pieces that are going to prepare.
Wonderful.
To
Let's
perform.
welcome the group now. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Salmideo Chorale.
la vostra pace. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Dove ci è odio, lasciarlo seminare l'amore.
Bravo! Thank you very much, Salmideo Corral. And of course, accompanied by my friend, Yudi Palaruan. Okay.
Okay. Oh, we're in the last part of the program.
Yes, we're at the last part of the program
Oh
now.
boy, wonderful. And this is, first is Trio Elijak, number 1 in G minor by Sergei Rachmaninoff, followed by 2 Filipino folk songs which come from the northern part of the Philippines. It's Malinac Laylabi. That's another region, speaks another language, not just a dialect, it's actually
It's a language, yes,
it's a
it's a language.
Malinac Laylabi is the equivalent of Clair de Lune.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the meaning of it, yes. And Pamulinawen, again, this is an Ilocano, that's my language, which is actually a very archaic language. This particular music, even if you ask an Ilocano, a fluent Ilocano to translate it, they will not be able to translate it. It's so difficult. Yeah, but it only means that Pamulinawen is actually the name of a woman. Name of a woman. So it's a courtship song. Yeah, but Ilocanos, they would like to woo a woman, and they do it in a very funny way. It's almost like a buffon. Yes, very clownish. Okay.
Okay, so now we know how to play it.
Exactly, and I mean, all the rehearsals for nothing, right?
Okay, but before we play the 2 folk songs, we'll play first Rachmaninoff's Trio Elijak.
Oh, wonderful.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah,
Trio Elijak.
It was written when he was only 19 years old.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Still a student at the conservatory.
Yeah.
But he was very much under the spell of Tchaikovsky. So for people who know the Tchaikovsky piano trio, this trio by Rachmaninoff has very many similarities with it.
No wonder these 2 composers kind of sound alike in a few cases in terms of the style.
Yeah, and the mood. Yeah. And I think it's just right to end with this program. First, it's the elegy, which is actually a very mournful music, because we mourn for what just happened. But the next 2 pieces later would tell us more of the hope. Yes, that as long as we have the moon shining above us, there is a hope of a brighter evenings and a joyful day. Yeah?
But before anything else, I would like to thank Junhong for stepping in at the very last minute to come and play this trio. Originally, I had played this trio with another violinist, Chikako Sasaki, and with Jama. This was in a concert last week. But unfortunately, due to scheduling, Chikako is now busy with other things. And Junhong actually just came back from the States a few days ago.
Wow.
So he stepped in just last
Yeah,
minute.
what was funny is that I was on my honeymoon, right? And actually, the day I arrived, that's when Albert texted me and Abigail, and he told us about this concert, and so
Yeah.
I was already like coming back for this.
But actually, I'd like to thank all the performers, because everyone that I asked, they all immediately said, yes, I want to be part of this. So thank you. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And also, we wanted to thank the provider of this venue, of course, Yongsu-to Conservatory of Music.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to YST Conservatory.
It means a lot. You've helped our nation, you've helped our country, and we will never forget this generosity. Thank you very much. Thank you, Albert.
shall we play?
Okay. Bravo, bravo.
Wonderful. Wow. Oh boy. And it's so personal, especially for me in Ilocano.
Yes,
I-
as
I-
an
I know
Ilocano,
that
you
already.
would you would feel really
Oh.
great about that.
Yeah. Also, there's another Ilocano there. Okay. So,
Galing.
that's it.
We had a really, I'm pretty sure a lot of you had a wonderful time. I mean, we had just a very short amount of time to really prepare this, and I'm very sorry that when we started, we started a bit late. We had some technical issues, but we pulled through.
Yep.
And I really hope that a lot of the people in our live stream audience have been able to share it and continue to share it, because this is available until basically it'll just always be there on Facebook. People will be able to watch this. If they did not watch it today or did not watch it just now, they will be able to watch it an hour later or tomorrow or
So
moving
please
forward.
share. Eh?
Please share. Please share.
Okay, we would like to thank again the artists who labored with their time and talents just to make this evening possible to help our dear, we call it kababayan. Yeah? Okay, what is a kababayan in English?
Kababayan, a compatriot or a person from the same place where you're originally from.
We always say kababayan. Yes?
Kababayan.
Thank you so much.
I also wanted to thank my friends who are part of basically the crew, our camera crew. We are using basically just cell phones because it's streaming, this age of COVID, no choice but to go streaming. And at short notice, phones are the fastest way to do it. So I wanted to thank my good friends, Janine and Rob Sanchez.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Ton Garcia, thank you. And we also have another friend who's not here. He's actually doing this remotely so that he was able to basically, he was the one kind of like changing the camera angles and things like that and putting the captions and also doing the sound check so that he can hear how the sound sounds like to those who are streaming. So this is my friend Jeffrey Hiron. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your help. Thank you to all the performers. Thank you to all the people who came here tonight.
I'd like to add special thanks to Xiao Dong and Mike.
Thank you.
Because actually they did this on very short notice. So thanks, Xiao Dong.
Thank you. We also have some celebrities also watching. I know that there's Mr. Robin Padilla watching this. He shared this, yes, a famous actor in the Philippines. I was able to speak with him recently, I think a few weeks ago, and then he's basically been following some of the things that I post. And he posted this, and he also commented, ang ganda, very nice, So, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Thank you very much, Mr. Robin Padilla, for sharing this also. And thank you to all of our audience who are here and in the online world. Thank you, everyone. Again, don't forget to go to the website where you can donate. It is give.asia/typhoon-rai-benefit-concert. Okay, I'm pretty sure you can see that in the text above, in the screens. Please do so. Please keep on sharing this. Let's spread the word. Those who cannot watch it tonight, they can still watch it other days. And the donation will also still be open for the next 2 weeks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Chair, don't keep. Really, for tomorrow you are using me.
Thank you so much for helping us out.
No problem. Wow, you did a great job in getting us to have good sound. Thank you very much. Oh, sure. Oh, okay, great. Thank you.